Metrofile is the first one we're going to talk about. Everyone will be familiar with their little bantam buckies driving around. They focus on information and record management services. So traditionally, paper retention, FICA documentation, old statements. Every sort of customer-focused organization in the past has collected paper, and then after a certain period of prescription, then those get boxed and filed away. But of course, it's now active in electronic record management as well, where those sorts of things and sorts of systems and scanning and maintaining data file, off-site data management and so on and so forth. It's done well over the recent years. It had quite a choppy history where it got part of a larger IT company back in the 2000 to 2002 meltdown. But in any event, it soldiered on. Market capitalization 1.9 billion rand. Price earnings ratio 15.19. Dividend yield 5.17. Okay, Lance, update us. New CEO coming in.
Yeah, so it's quite mature, this business. I mean, the space that it's in is, I think, needed. The regulatory requirements required. You mentioned FICA, phase, the Companies Act. So I think they've got a solid business. They're moving into Africa, so looking to expand in Africa.
And the Middle East.
Yeah, so they've got quite nice spaces there. But it's a really stable, solid business. Can it grow rapidly? I don't think so. Digitization, they have that element to it, but won't that cannibalize their own business?
Yeah.
So maybe that's a bit of a headwind.
To be fair, to some extent, what companies do is they say, okay, well, we're not going to keep the paper anymore. We're going to capture this stuff. But if you're not careful about how you capture the documentation electronically, you can have all your data going west anyway.
Yeah. So I think they provide an important service.
Yeah.
And if they can grow into Africa and grow with the African economies, maybe, and as they become more regulated and need the service more and more, there is scope there. Middle East, yes, as well. The South African market, as I say, is pretty mature. They are the leader in the space. Nice dividend yield. A new CEO coming in, but I think that succession has been managed pretty well, so I don't see too many hiccups there.
Let's look at the share chart, because that will also tell a story. That's done well under the circumstances, and with the tough corporate environment we're seeing at the moment. That is not bad at all. I just wanted to point out on the CEO succession issue, Graham Wackrell was the guy who led the company back to health. But the new CEO, whose name is Pfungwa Sirima, sounds extremely impressive. He's ex-Microsoft South Africa, SAP, which is like a competitor sort of business overlap like we were talking about with Salesforce. He was head of SAP for the whole of Africa, obviously wanting to be based here, I guess, and this is obviously a very good hire for Metrofile, I would have thought.
Yes, it's a very well-managed, well-run business. Come a long way since their dark days.
And more than 50% black-owned, which means that they have all of the right credentials to fulfill an important role with government and all of government's data retention activities.
So I think it's a solid business. It's a well-run business. Can it grow that much? I suppose that's the question mark.
Okay, so I'm inclined to call it hot. You sound a little bit more ambivalent about that.
I think it's, as I say, it's a solid business. I would be hot on it, but it's not. I don't think it's going to show you any great growth going forward.
Okay, that's good enough. Right.